The upcoming Young Sheldon sequel spinoff gets an updated logo, and it hints at Georgie and Mandy's life after the Big Bang Theory. As long determined by the established canon, Young Sheldon ended with Sheldon's move to California to start his postgraduate studies at Caltech. Admittedly, the show's cancellation was divisive, as the show's popularity was still rising on the heels of its arrival on Netflix. Despite calls to find a way to continue the project beyond Sheldon leaving Texas, Chuck Lorre and his team opted to stick to continuity and wrap up the family/comedy drama. That said, CBS has found a way to take advantage of its success by launching Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, a sequel series that follows Georgie and Mandy navigating their new life as a married couple with one kid. Instead of the Coopers, however, it will include the McAllisters as its supporting characters, although cameos from Mary, Missy, and Meemaw are expected. At its core, however, the focus will be on Georgie and Mandy and their story with baby Cease. The Big Bang Theory didn't reveal anything about the couple except for one thing: they eventually got divorced. Ahead of its production, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage gets an updated logo. It is debuted by a fresh account for its writers, which is currently being followed by producers Steve Holland and Steve Molaro, an indication that it is legitimate. At first, it may not seem to reveal anything story-related to the show, but the emphasis on the word first supports the notion that this won't be the only time that Georgie and Mandy will tie the knot. This resolves concerns about it ending on a sad note, similar to how George's death preceded the Young Sheldon's finale. Emily Osment was the first one to float the idea that Georgie and Mandy may reunite after their initial breakup. Their show's title and new logo support that idea. But what's often overlooked is that the rekindling of their romance cannot happen until after the Big Bang Theory finale. On the heels of Sheldon's Nobel Prize in Physics win, he mentioned how Georgie's first wife, Mandy, congratulated him. The eldest Cooper kid went on to get married for the second time to a different woman, as she too reached out to Sheldon in light of his achievement. Because of this established timeline, CBS writers can't reunite Georgie and Mandy earlier, since it will create continuity issues. Additionally, it will also raise questions about the whereabouts of Mandy and Cease during the events of the Big Bang Theory. At the very least, Sheldon should have mentioned them, considering his penchant for sharing stories about his family. It's uncertain if Molaro, Holland, and Chuck Lorre plan to tackle Georgie and Mandy's potential second marriage, but considering the Young Sheldon finale's flash-forward scene featuring Jim Parsons' Sheldon and Mayim Bialik's Amy, doing this may not be a far-fetched idea.